Hello, welcome back to another collective reading. If you've never seen me before, my name's Michelle, and we will just leave this message open to whatever it is that you most need to hear or know at this time. Spirit, angels, guides of the highest light, please help me be a channel for this beautiful collective that is seeing this video for whatever it is they need to know or hear. All right, we're starting off with a lot of these tea leaf cards, so I'll go through them and we'll just dive in. Okay, so you have rat, someone working against you or behind your back, and work, achievement, success. You are on the road to success with Mountain Road. Okay, we like the sound of that. You also have fear, worries, tense situations. You will be shown the way with candle. Rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. You have the month of November coming up, so that could be significant. We'll dive in here in a little bit. Great happiness with harp. Pleasure with a close friend with dog close up. Chair empty, someone leaving your life. Good news with ear. Family matters with seahorse. And increase in material wealth or spiritual growth with goldfish. Okay. So lots of exciting energy here, definitely some tension along the way though, so we'll kind of see what the main energy is. I just feel strongly that you are on a pathway to new levels of success, abundance, increases in your material wealth, as the goldfish card said, but also growing spiritually, enlightening yourself. There is a path being illuminated for you at this time. However, as you're on this pathway, there are certain energies that are trying to work against you. So anytime you're trying to up level, expand in your energy, start raising your vibration, raising your frequency, it kind of triggers darker toxic energies to come out of the woodworks. So this could be happening like in your surroundings, your interactions with people. Maybe people are acting a certain way towards you. You're finding yourself falling into certain conflicts. There's like gossiping energy happening here perhaps as well. And then also just in your own internal belief system, as you're kind of purging out these old ideas, old narratives, wounds from the past, as you're trying to get towards this new future that is illuminating before you. There's also going to be triggers that need to be addressed and dealt with as you kind of go through this process. And so it does feel like you might be getting triggered right now or have been recently triggered by something that felt like a hit to your ego. It's kind of this energy of like you going, going up this mountain, you're doing the work, you're working towards success, you have your eyes set on a prize, you're working towards a goal. And it's like along the way, you're getting hit with bad news or things not going your way. There's just this frustration around it and a bit of disappointment as well. And it does feel like for some of you, there has been maybe like a recent separation, whether this be in work, business, relationships, friendships, partnerships. There was a separation or like you having to separate yourself from somebody or somebody leaving your life. But I'm being told that you, by this person, this situation, like if it was a job, for example, like this ending that has happened, this separation that has happened is actually another trigger, but for the good things that are coming in. Like I do feel like you're on your way to receiving some really good news. Again, great happiness with the harp card. But yeah, there's something that has been triggered here. So again, I think maybe this separation, this ending that has taken place, or these negative situations that have been surrounding you as of late have started to make you feel like you're not on your way to success. You're kind of like, wait, I thought I dealt with this already, or why is this coming up again? Or, oh great, like why is this happening to me again? I thought I had, grown past this. But I do feel like whatever is being illuminated for you right now through this situation, through the separation, is actually going to be the catalyst for your new levels of abundance. With rabbit, it does say too much concern with sexual matters. I usually see the rabbit as a sign of prosperity, fertility, rapid growth. It's kind kind of like something new is beginning because of this ending or separation that's actually going to lead to more abundance than what you maybe thought you were working towards before. And with the November card, this may have been a cycle that started for you in November. Maybe a connection from November, something that you received in November that, you know, you were working towards or wanting to come to fruition. This could also represent like a significant date, birthday, so take it how it resonates. But I'm feeling like this was something that kind of was initiated over the course of the winter time. Yeah, I feel like winter has been significant for the person watching this. There was something that was initiated over the winter time that now that we're in April, you're looking back and realizing that maybe that wasn't what it chalked up to be, or you ended up having to go in a new direction from what you had kind of attached yourself to in the winter time, if that makes sense. Let's get more information though. Okay, what else can this know here? I almost feel strongly like you do have ancestral support through this right now. Like I do feel like somebody who has maybe crossed over generations prior who are trying to push you, and I'm hearing birds outside right now too. So birds could be significant. They're trying to urge you and encourage you to let you know that this situation had to happen in the way that it did because it still provided you something that is going to help initiate this new beginning, this new level of abundance, happiness, prosperity. So we have this card, I think it's Hiraeth, longing for home, homesick for the stars. So you're trying to find, I feel like you're really tapping into your soul calling. Maybe you're in this place where you are really longing for that clarity on your path, your purpose. Maybe you've been deepening your connection as well. I think a lot of you have been undergoing a level of spiritual awakening as of late, where you're starting to view the world a little bit differently, view your perspective on your past a little bit differently, view your connection to a higher power, the divine, God, universe, source, ancestors, angels, guides, whatever it is that you resonate with. Like there is a deepening of a connection with these higher powers or the powers that be, and you're kind of starting to tap into that. And I almost feel like you're in this place where you've started to dedicate a little bit more time, attention, energy towards that relationship, and you're wondering when it's all going to fall into place. Like it's kind of this energy of like, okay, I'm trusting, okay, I believe, okay, maybe you're praying more, manifesting more, really trying to co-create with this higher power, with the universe, and you're longing for that clarity that you're on the right path. And I do feel like there's a lot of reassurance here that you are on the path, even if you can't see everything, even though if you feel like, there's not really like a clear path to this, and this resonates with a TikTok reading I did the other day about the North Star, like following your North Star. I do feel like you are being guided towards that right now, but you're just not seeing the full path. And so that can feel, there's this feeling of longing, of like wanting to just have everything come together, wanting it to be really clear, but you're being reminded that through this process, through the developments of the path that you're on currently, that is actually what is going to lead you to a large manifestation, abundance, again, this good news. And you're being kind of prepped and trained for this blessing that is being prepared in the unseen. Inner Earth, you'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. Yeah, I do feel like there's something recently that is falling away. Again, this chair empty, somebody leaving your life. So if this is a relationship, maybe you're going through a separation. If this is like a job, some sort of connection, friendship breakup coming through here, you're being reminded that like this is a temporary situation in terms of the pain that you're feeling. You will soon get out of this situation and recognize it for what it was, for the blessing that it was, because it's leading you to a new earth. And this is inner earth. So this is something like tapping into your inner knowing, your connection, your trust in yourself, knowing that you will get through this difficulty, and also that there are new solutions, new beginnings that are starting because of what has ended. Okay, and I feel like this is actually moving you away from these kind of like dark energies, this dagger, fear, worry, feeling like somebody's working against you. I'm feeling like energy of jealousy even through a certain connection, or false hope, false narratives, people not being who they say they were kind of energy, situations not being what you thought they were. but you're being illuminated again through this path, and you're being enlightened and raising your vibration to match this blessing that is actually for you. So it feels like kind of you just went through a bit of a preparation phase for what your actual blessing is. And so I think maybe just taking a moment to look back and reflect on maybe what the lesson was in this situation, what you're learning about yourself, what you're learning about what you want, what you desire, what you're learning about your connection again with the divine. There's been a lot that has been brought to the surface through this process. I feel like too, it's giving you more motivation, the situation. It feels like an energy of maybe in the past, if things didn't work out, it kind of left you feeling like you were at rock bottom, feeling hopeless, helpless. But I feel you're in a place now within your energy where you're so determined and you've overcome so many things in the past that this almost feels like nothing to you. Not that it's nothing, I'm sure. I do also feel this heaviness, and like you may have been having to purge your emotions a lot or feeling very emotional around this, but it's not bringing you down or stopping your forward momentum is what I'm hearing. You are still continuing forward even with this thing that didn't work out, this person that fell away, this situation. Yeah. So you have the Eight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. So again, it's like you have been mastering yourself, mastering your skills. If this is a job, right? It's like, even though the job maybe didn't work out to be exactly what you wanted, there were skills that were necessary for what it is that you're working towards, and you're able to now take action that is going to move you quicker into this new beginning. But yet you've been mastering over your skills, mastering over your energy, mastering over your beliefs, your manifestation capabilities, all of these gifts that are within you. And that's what's leading to this new beginning here with the Page of Wands, something that feels very fresh, very exciting, something that feels a little bit unknown still. When this is presented to you, it's almost kind of going to feel like, oh my gosh, am I ready for this? And you're being told that you are, because of what you've been through, because of what fell away. Don't allow the things that fell away make you feel less deserving of the blessing that you're calling in. Allow that to actually be transmuted into giving you more power, more purpose behind the motivation of getting what you truly desire and what you truly deserve. Okay, and we have the Nine of Cups, King of Cups, Death. Yeah, there's something here about an ending again, an ending to a situation, perhaps somebody that you had invested in, something that you invested in that is having to end at this time, or just you're going through some sort of transformation with this. Again, there's like that separation energy for some of you, but it's something that is coming to a close. There is a chapter that is closing related to something that you had invested emotional attachment towards. You, again, there's this energy of like getting your hopes up, feeling like everything was falling together, falling into place, clicking into place, and then now that's the thing that's ending, and it feels very disappointing. But that's actually, again, leading you to your true manifestation, what it is that your soul has been calling out for, your soul has been leading you towards. That North Star is getting closer and closer and clearer through this process, through this ending. Yeah, and you just have so much to look forward to, with the harp. It's just this beautiful, peaceful, great happiness that is awaiting you. And right now your path is just being illuminated. Okay, we'll just take those up. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, Eight of Cups. For a lot of you, you've been having to walk away from things, having to turn your back on things that are no longer fulfilling you, having to choose yourself over and over and over again, and that can be very isolating at times. And you're not doing it in a way that is selfish. I feel like it's very more in a way of self-preservation. Self-preservation is what's coming through. Yeah, again, lots of confusion, lots of pain, I think, that you're undergoing right now. So we got the Hermit, the Five of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Five of Cups, Nine of Swords, Four of Pentacles, but then you also have the Star, that North Star. Sorry, I'm looking for that. That North Star, again, you're being given a new direction, new clarity on your path. But right now you might be feeling very heavy, feeling again very disappointed by things that did not pan out the way that you were envisioning them to, feeling still like you're struggling to get by, feeling very left in the cold, this feeling of lack, not being provided for, not really knowing which direction you should go now, because you were so set and attached to this one solution, to this one opportunity, person, whatever it is. And now you kind of feel, it's this energy of feeling like you have to go back to the drawing board and like, oh man, now I have to start all over. But the truth is that you're not starting all over. You're not starting all over. You have, again, elevated through this process. You know, you're kind of in this hermit period right now, having to isolate yourself, having to tune into yourself, work with yourself, heal yourself. But know that you're not starting over. Just like all that progress that you made for this particular situation, person, relationship, whatever it is, that is going to make your true manifestation, your true wish to come true much faster. And it's going to utilize everything that you've gained from this disappointing situation. There was still something that you've gained, a lesson. You know, there's a lesson in everything. And that is actually going to, again, bring in this next level manifestation, next level wish come true. And so it's okay, you know, I want to encourage you to like feel your feelings, feel the disappointment. You know, for a lot of you, you're like up at night still crying, anxious, worried. Maybe your mental health is taking a hit right now, so please lean on support if that is something that you need. But just let this be a reminder that, you know, with the 5 of Cups, it's all about like paying attention to these cups that didn't work out, the cups that you poured into that have now fallen dry, have now not turned into anything. All the while you're focused on these 3 cups, the 2 cups that are still standing are what the universe is preparing for you to guide you towards, for you to turn your attention towards and start walking down a new path. And I feel like, yeah, you're kind of, there's this energy of like feeling like you have to kind of protect your energy, protect your space, protect your manifestations, your dreams, because it's almost this fear of like wanting, I kind of have this energy of the situation that didn't work out, like you, because you dove all in, because you were so excited, because you were so invested in it, there's now this energy of like feeling like you want to protect what it is you're calling in, because you don't want to be disappointed or feel like, you know, you're having to explain yourself to other people of like, yeah, they didn't end up being who I thought they were, or yeah, that situation didn't end up working out in the way that I hoped. There's that energy of feeling like you have to kind of protect your blessings right now. And I think right now that's fine for you to do. I think you're, you know, this back to the drawing board energy, it's okay to kind of revisit, readjust, readapt. But there's this strong urge to let you know that this is actually getting you closer to your manifestation. This is actually getting you closer to your dream life, your wish. And even though it doesn't feel like it, even though it feels like it's taking you off the road to success, again, you're being reminded that like you are on the road to success. You are, and you're going to continue working and progressing in that direction, regardless of this ending, the separation that took place. Wow, okay. You have the Hierophant. Yeah, so the spiritual awakening that you've been undergoing, the spiritual enlightenment, deeper connection with yourself, deeper connection again with the divine, that is actually bringing in this next level of expansion, I'm hearing, that can actually turn into, you know, with this good news and the Hierophant, like this could be something very formal coming in, a new offer. Yeah, some sort of like formality, maybe a contract that's going to be signed for some of you. Okay, but we have, okay. Yeah, 3 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles again. So we're getting some repeating cards, but with the 3 of Swords, it's just reiterating this pain, feeling stabbed in the back, feeling hurt, heartbroken. Like, again, that your efforts have gone to waste. Feeling, again, like you're having to consistently fight for your blessings, fight for your place in the world, fight for things to finally come to fruition. And I think right now you're just being asked to quiet those tricks of the mind, quiet the ego. Your ego is probably hurt right now because you got, again, excited about something. It's not working out the way that you hoped, or it didn't pan out the way that you hoped. But those energies are things that you have the power to overcome and separate yourself from when you lean into the truth and the knowing that everything is always working out for you. All rejections are redirections. Any endings are, you know, maybe this situation, this person, this thing was meant for you for a time, but now you have expanded past that, and so you're moving in a new direction, you know, manifesting again a lot in your physical reality with the Prince of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles, as well as the, oh, you know what, I'm sorry, Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So this has been a slow and steady journey, something that you have been, you know, taking one step in front of the other, trying to get to your goal, trying to continue this road to success. And it is manifesting in your reality. You are getting this. You are getting your physical, tangible evidence of your abundance, of what you're calling in. But right now it feels a little bit slow. It feels a little bit, you know, like it's taking a while. But these things take time because they're going to last. And all of the disappointments, all of the things that fell away, again, we're just adding to your journey, adding to your soul's evolution here to get closer and closer to the truth of where you're being called and what is truly meant for you. And again, we have the Star again. So this is, you know, your energy. You are this bright light of a person, of a human, of a soul. Your soul is expanding outwards. It is actually shining outwards and giving you that light forward. It's like a flashlight beaming out of your chest and leading you to where it is that you need to go. Your intuition is incredibly strong right now. If there are urges, if there are nudges for you to start something, for you to go down a new path, for you to learn a new skill, for you to take a step, take a leap, listen to those. You are very tuned in right now. You are very tapped in, and that is going to lead you to your wish come true. You've been wishing, hoping, praying for something. The path is being illuminated for you now to get towards it, to walk closer towards it, to lead yourself towards it. And the situation, again, that has fallen away, the situation that has left you hurt, left you feeling disappointed, feel your feelings. You are human. Know that, you know, there's nothing wrong with being disappointed with something that you got excited about, but know that there is something in the unseen still being worked out for you, and it's going to directly take what you've learned, what you've gained from this situation, who you've become through the situation, is the person that is going to call in this next level of abundance, wish fulfillment, manifestations realized. And again, I do feel, it feels like springtime is going to be very significant, spring to summer. I'm just seeing lots of greens. I'm seeing like the sun card in my mind's eye. Yeah, you're being illuminated, the sun coming out. Even in this November card, it's like the sun peeking behind here. You've been out in the dark. You've been out in the dark a lot with this situation. From the universe, I feel like there are things that have been kind of veiled from you, things that you weren't allowed to know or see because you needed to just go through the journey. You needed to just experience life. You just needed to experience what was happening before you and then take a moment to react, respond in a heightened way. And again, that is what's bringing in these blessings. You have been mastering over your craft, mastering over yourself, and you're soon going to be, I feel, slingshot into action. So again, wherever you're at, like take your time, recoup, rest if you need to, but don't stop moving forward. There is something here where it's like, just because you got disappointed in this one area, there's still progress being made somewhere else, or that you can still continue to make. Again, if this is something new for a lot of you, it's like taking that step, going towards it, taking a class, looking into, you know, some sort of networking connection for your dream job, or putting yourself back out there if this is dating, you know, when you're ready, all of these things. But know that you have a major wish fulfillment on the way, something that you called in yourself, something that you are literally being guided towards. Through the disappointment, through the things that didn't work out, you're becoming stronger, more resilient, more sure of yourself, more sure of your connection. And with that, it's going to bring in this whole up-leveling to your situation and your surroundings. I am sending you so much love. Thank you so much for being here. If you made it all the way to the end, I'm so grateful for your support. I am in process of updating my website. I'll be sharing those updates here soon, but for the meantime, you can book private bookings in my link. I do weekly collective healings as well if you want to be a part of that, but it's all in the link in my bio, and I'm sending you so much love. Until next time.